The latest headline news story on the world stage is Donald Trump and telling a reporter aboard Air Force One during this news conference aboard the plane itself, tells her to be quiet, Piggy. And again, this, for anybody that's awake, they'll know this is world stage theater meant to go down scripted with a select few from the media aboard this airplane. When it comes down to it, goes more than meets the eye. With this quote from very famous Freemason Manly P. Hall, it is said that wisdom lies not seeing things, but seeing through things. Let's play that clip, a very short clip, but it's worth noting when it comes to the controllers of this world, the Freemasons, and again, their coded news stories. Let's take a quick listen. It's a very short clip. Again, Donald Trump, what he says to this one female reporter off camera. Let's take a look. And when it comes down to quiet Piggy, again, this is all over the internet. People making memes after the quiet Piggy, and you clearly see it's 33 in numerology. So it comes down to, obviously, they're coding their news stories with the Masonic number 33. Again, this is not pulled out of thin air. With this very staged world we're living in, the world is indeed a stage. Just like, of course, William Shakespeare once stated, all the world's a stage and all the men and women are merely players. Now, besides the fact, with this latest news story, this created controversy that's coded with the number 33, like I just showed, I want to get into more details when it comes to Trump and this world stage, and Trump being a Mason himself. Take a look here as I covered, for those that remember, about a decade ago, with all these statues that showed up out of nowhere all over the U.S., in these major cities, L.A., San Francisco, Seattle, Cleveland, New York, and so forth. You have Trump here in this with the statue, of course, and he's wearing nothing but one thing, and that is a Masonic ring. This was ritualistic and truth in plain sight when it comes to Donald Trump. This wasn't something organic. This was something meant to happen on the world stage, showing Trump as a Mason. Just more evidence here, going back in time with Trump in the White House. And take a look here during this promotional video with these students. And take a look at what we see as you see these individuals walk on stage, meeting with Trump. Then look what the cameraman focuses on. Take a look here. Obviously, the Masonic square and compass and the word believe. And this is coded. Besides the G being 33, when you flip the alphabet over, like I showed many times in the past in previous videos, A through Z is 1 through 26. Again, you flip the alphabet over, G is 33. It's not only that. You have your dual 33s in plain sight with believe being 33 as well. And also take a look here as you see John Oliver mocking Donald Trump and his real surname, Drumpf. And of course, for those that follow my channel, they'll know this. Drumpf in numerology is 33. And so Trump being propped up on the world stage, and as I covered many times with Hillary Clinton and the so-called 33,000 emails mentioned twice with this quote from Trump with your dual 33s. And that gets to this individual who's all over the headlines. And there's many baby truthers out there that think, oh, they're trying to distract off this one individual that's being discussed all the time. But just take a look here, the same with the 33,000 emails. People must be blind to think that this individual is not part of the world stage. You are still sleeping. And again, it gets back to this quote by Manly P. Hall, the very famous Freemason. It is said that wisdom lies not in seeing things, but seeing through things. You have to look deeper. Again, this individual here and his surname. Basically, when it comes down to his name itself, it means stone in German. And ep itself means water. So basically, you have water, stone. But more importantly, the Stein is stone, just like you see here. The secret language of stonemasons regarding Freemasonry. So people definitely need to look deeper into the world stage and not just see the obvious. Just like I mentioned going in the past, when it comes to this one individual, Sam Houston, pioneer of a nation. Pioneer, should mention, is 33 numerology. You get the double E. You flip them around, you get your 33. So the dual 33 with Sam Houston. But Sam Houston means Scottish when it comes down to it. Hewstone is the hewer of stone, as you see here. Hewstone has been spelled Houston as well. There's different other spellings for Hewstone. Nonetheless, when it comes down to it, again, people need to look deeper, think deeper to see the truth. And that gets into more recent events. The so-called controversy between Jimmy Kimmel and Donald Trump. Here you see them just a few years ago, buddies. And now they are not obviously on the best terms, going back and forth, specifically today with Trump ripping Jimmy Kimmel. But that's how it works with this stage world. They could be friends one day and enemies the next, and the public doesn't blink an eye. They think nothing of it. They just go as the mainstream media portrays it. With the World Stage Theater, as I've shown before, with Jimmy Kimmel in his studio within a Masonic temple, as you see here. Let's get a little bit of a close-up. You see, obviously, this is a Masonic temple, besides the obvious pillars, as we see here, all the columns, the pillars, and again, not just the studio itself with Jimmy Kimmel, where he airs his late-night show. They're going to tell you with clues in plain sight. Let's take a listen here to Jimmy Kimmel himself just recently with this recent monologue regarding his friend passing away, coding the number 33 in plain sight. Take a listen.
One summer I slept over at the Escobedo house 33 nights in a row.
And again, make no mistake about it, this is by design to put in that number 33, showing the brotherhood, their allegiance, that he's one of them. And few are going to understand it. They'll just say it's a coincidence. No chance. This is a Masonic temple that Jimmy Kimmel airs his show. And again, all these big-time players, such as you see here, Steve Jobs, they're going to mention the number 33 with this famous quote where he mentions, for the past 33 years, I have looked in the mirror every morning and asked myself. I'm not going to continue on, but the point is that number 33 in the mirror, their mirror reflection, that's the aspect of duality. Just as you see this photo by design to have Trump captured showing the mirror image. As I've shown before, Jimmy Kimmel, you flip the name sideways, you get your dual 33s. Live, obviously you flip it around, it's evil. ABC is 1, 2, 3. Everything is absolutely coded in our society that is run by Masons. And just for reference, the Grand Sovereign Commander, Luther Smith, and the dual 33s in plain sight. Something very interesting about this individual. Let's take a look here. As you see, Luther Smith alongside astronaut Buzz Aldrin, holding the Masonic dual-headed eagle in this Masonic lodge. So the connection is going to be very, very obvious. Just take a look here at the word astronaut. Just so happens to be 33 numerology, with all these news stories coded with the number 33 in this 33 matrix. I've covered every single one of these news stories over the years. And the so-called record for a man on the moon is 33 hours. So people that deny the undeniable, I call them coincidence theorists. They're not interested in the truth. They're interested in preserving what they've been told. All the connections I've made here are solid, showing this 33 matrix is very real. Now, talking about Jimmy Kimmel, and again, the fake beef with Donald Trump, here's another example. With this individual, I covered this right after this went down, with David Letterman retiring after 33 years. Okay, let's take a look here. Not only retiring after 33 years, Letterman in numerology is 33. And again, the fake beef with Donald Trump. This is from Donald Trump himself. Whatever happened to the very highly overrated David Letterman, whose ratings were never very good either. He looks like hell but at least he knows when to quit. Loser. And this is obviously just this past September. But Donald Trump has made many appearances on the Letterman show. Basically, the 33 show with Letterman. And here's something more recent. And obviously, Trump did the Masonic hand sign, all these ties. In place like the 3 ties, I find it interesting. One is a goldish color, another one is blue. And knowing how these people operate, they want to put that 33 coded in plain sight with the gold and blue, with the tie being 33. And obviously the bricks in the background, everything is Masonically coded. And that gets into these individuals here, as you see, the Trumps and the Clintons. Take a look here. And obviously this is during Trump's wedding to Melania. And again, Trump being 33, like I mentioned previously. And also the Clintons, or Clinton, being 33 numerology as well. So you have a bunch of 33 standing right in plain sight. And I should mention, Bill Clinton was born Bill Blythe. Name was changed to Clinton to get that 33. They're obsessed with the 33. Bill Clinton mentions in his book, My Life, Bill Clinton, how he was born 33 miles from the Texarkana border. So again, all these Masons on the world stage, and they supposedly dislike each other. But take a look here. Donald Trump, and look at the glee on Hillary Clinton's face. These are so-called enemies. Let's take a look here at this bogus debate from 2016, and let's take a listen to what Trump says here. Again, just previously, they were at the marriage of Donald Trump when it comes to Bill Clinton and Hillary Clinton. Let's take a listen to what is said here.
It's just awfully good that someone with the temperament of Donald Trump is not in charge of the law in our country.
Yeah, because you'd be in jail.
Secretary Clinton.
So these two individuals, again, just years prior, Hillary Clinton, Bill Clinton attending the wedding of Trump, and then basically Trump says you'd be locked up during this phony baloney debate. And that gets into this. Take a listen to what is said here after Trump wins the so-called presidency. I should mention before even playing this clip, take a look here, doing the 666 hand sign. And this takes place in the video I'm going to show you at 303 or 33 coded. And make no mistake about the 33 and the 666 in plain sight. The timing is not by, obviously, by chance or coincidence. This is by design. These people do everything by design. Let's take a listen to what is said here. From being locked up to how Hillary is in Donald Trump's eyes, how he sees her. Take a listen.
And honestly, there's nothing more I can say because I have a lot of respect for those two people. So thank you all for being here. And we're going to have 4 great years, hopefully, of peace and prosperity.
So obviously the world's a stage. All these individuals are in the same club, playing the masses for fools. He goes again from stating how Hillary should be locked up to how she's basically a wonderful woman. Give me a break. This is just 2 months after. And obviously, they've been friends for a long time. This old photo from 1996. Hillary Clinton, Donnie Jr., Eric. And the First Lady is a wonderful woman according to Donald Trump. It's very clear to see the world's a stage, and all these big-time players are all friends working together as one. And that gets back to the start of this video. Understanding with these spotlighted news stories, they only spotlight what they create. This is a contrived controversy, Masonically coded. Once again, quiet Piggy being 33 numerology. Trump is no doubt a Freemason, as I've shown in the White House as well, with this one video and showing the coded 33 in plain sight with belief. People need to wake up and step out of the matrix and understand the world is indeed a stage.
John chapter 9, verse 25. Whereas once I was blind, now I can see. Now I can see.